morning. I am about to meal prep some lunches for my husband this week, and I thought it would show you all what I am making. Maybe it'll be helpful for you or your family. I like to share our low budget meals. This week, we're doing things a little bit differently. I'm actually doing a Mary's Mini / potato reset, and you're gonna see the full what I ate this week on Saturday the 31st. So make sure your notifications are turned on, ring that little bell so you don't miss that upcoming video. But I am in the kitchen and I'm gonna make some lunches for him this week. He is 100% capable of making his own food, but it's something that I really enjoy. And again, I thought it would be helpful to kind of share a sneak peek of what he's having this week. But he's also having other things, not just this. Like I said, it's just a little sneak peek, and he will be enjoying some of the potato recipes that I'm also making this week. But these lunches are costing me around $1-ish per serving. I'll share the entire breakdown of the budget that I created for these lunches. So let's get started and I'll show you what I'm making. Here are my main ingredients. 2 pounds of brown rice. He prefers brown rice, so that's what I snagged for him. And this I got for $1 at, well, technically it was 99 cents at the 99-cent store, but let's just say it was $1. I think that's a great price for 2 pounds. And tofu, I got on sale 3 for $5, so we're using one of those. Some black beans, diced tomatoes. I did get the ones that have the onion, celery, and green peppers in them to add a little more flavor. Pineapple chunks, a lime, and a little tiny red onion. And this is the main ingredients. The bulk of the calories are definitely coming from the rice, and I'm going to cook this stovetop, so fingers crossed that turns out okay. I'm not gonna grab my pressure cooker out or anything. You could definitely cook it that way or in a rice cooker, completely up to you. But let's get started with the rice because that one is gonna take the longest. And we're gonna do a crunchy tofu because I think he'd really enjoy that. And then we're gonna do a nice little salsa. It's gonna be awesome.
You were my best friend. Didn't care about the rules, good on the weekend.
I went ahead and preheated my oven to 450 degrees so that way it can get up to temperature while I'm getting the rice ready. So I did look up a recipe on Google. I asked her a few minutes ago, and she said 6 cups of boiling water to 1 cup of brown rice. Let it boil for 30 minutes, but bring the water to boil first. Let's do it that way. And then after 30 minutes, you're supposed to let the rest of the water cook off for 10 minutes, and then you're supposed to have perfect fluffy brown rice. So let's get all this rinsed. This is 5 cups. So would that be 30 cups of water? I don't think that pot right there is gonna fit 30 cups of water. Well, I'm gonna have to do some math real quick because it's a big pot. We're gonna be making a lot of rice apparently.
I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you, you and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters. Stray around like nighttime rumors. We were in too deep.
Hey, let's do some voiceover action. If you can tell, I don't press my tofu. It's personal preference. Do whatever you like. And then I just do a little bit of salt, a little bit of cornstarch. I don't even measure it. I just have this like spoon. I don't even know what kind of spoon that is. It's about a tablespoon-ish, but it's like heaping full. I do 2 of those every single time I do a packet of tofu. I let it sit for a little bit. I like when it's not pressed, so that way it's a little bit extra wet, and I feel like it gets crunchier, and then it's like really crunchy on the outside when it bakes, and then like really soft in the inside. And I think it reheats really well that way if you want to reheat it stovetop or microwave or however you want. I feel like it has a really good crunch to it so it doesn't get weird tasting. When we go get poke bowls, they always just give me like raw tofu. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not seasoned, it's not crunchy, it's just like basically chopped, and it's not very good in my opinion, but I'll share with you in a little bit. Poke bowls are one of our favorite like date day activities, and I thought that's why this little inspired poke bowl, sushi bowl would be really fun for my husband for lunch this week. He prefers crunchy tofu, and so I thought, you know what, I'll make it for him. The kitchen's my happy place. Like I said, he's totally capable of making his own meals, but like I like to make meals here on YouTube. So I always tell him like, hey, I'm gonna make you something for lunch. I think you really like it. And he's not picky at all, so it's really nice. So drain and rinse black beans if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine. He prefers them drain and rinse. It also helps if you get a little bit of a tummy ache with beans to have them drain and rinse just to get all that cooking liquid out. And then if you do want to save like a lot more money on this recipe, you could make your own beans. I just like to have beans on hand for convenient things like this, so I don't have to make the beans and then the rice and the tofu. I mean, I have beans in my freezer on hand, but I keep them usually on hand for chilies or for like last minute dinner, so I can pull them out really quick during the weeknight. So I have like a method to my madness. And also I saved the pineapple juice to make myself a smoothie. So that sounded good. I just popped it in the freezer and then used it later on. Onions, always making my eyes water, but you know what? Look at this fast chopping skills. This was probably like the most beautiful onion that I've ever cut. I always find that red onions cut so nice compared to white and yellow. This lemon, or not lemon, this lime was so juicy. I got so much juice out of it. It was awesome. Anyways, this is a really quick salsa. You could also throw in some cilantro, some different seasonings. Pickled carrots would be really good on the side if you wanted to shred up some carrots. I almost did that and do like a pickling with like a little bit of sugar, white vinegar, let them pickle in the fridge for a little bit. I just didn't really want to take the time to like let them sit for a few days, so then I had some pickled carrots, but shredded pickled carrots would be really good instead of ginger. Added some salt, and that's all I did for this salsa. Like I said, you could add cilantro, even some corn if you wanted to, mango, that would be really good, but this is just a really quick, easy salsa, and give me a pack of tortilla chips and I would be so happy to sit and munch on this and call it a meal because it's really, really delicious. As the rice is cooking and the tofu is finishing up, I decided to take some vegan mayo and sriracha sauce and just mix it together so it's like a spicy mayo. And then my husband can have that as like a dipping sauce for his tofu. He's a sauce guy, so I think he'd really, really like this, especially with the rice. This salsa, fantastic. Give me some tortilla chips. I'm a happy person. It's so good. There's a lot of flavors happening here, but it's kind of like a mock sushi bowl, if you will. And we love going out for, like we go to Island Fin sushi bowls or whatever it's called, poke bowls. Yeah, that's what it's called, poke bowls. And they have a similar salsa that has some greens in it, like cilantro and mango. And honestly, I don't think it has beans, but you know, add that protein in. And then, yeah, so they don't have a spicy mayo that I get, but they have a sweet chili sauce that's pretty good. But that bowl cost me around $14 for one. And this one's cost me about $1.30. So that's a huge savings. Rice has about 4 minutes left on it. When it is done boiling, I'm gonna rinse it. No, I'm not gonna rinse it. I'm gonna drain it, put it back, the rice back in the pot, put a lid on it, and let it sit here for 10 minutes. And all that steam and stuff will make it soft, I guess. So I probably could have made all the rice. Now that I see that it's not absorbing all the water, I understand now. I understand. Tofu's done. And then everything else is ready to go. We're just waiting on the rice. We can start getting these ready for lunch. I will go ahead and link the brown rice recipe that I use from Pinterest down below. I'm gonna go ahead and cook up the rest of the brown rice that I didn't already make. I won't show you all that because it's the same process and it's just basically gonna sit and boil for the next 30 minutes. But I am gonna make it all up so that way it's ready to go for the rest of this week. This was hands down the best brown rice I've ever made. Husband 100% agreed. And now I'm starting to wonder if the reason why I've never been able to eat brown rice is because I'm making it wrong my whole adult life. So I thought brown rice was supposed to be like white rice and absorb all the liquid. I didn't realize you're basically like boiling it. Also works better if you soak it. So all you who have left me comments saying, do this, do this, do this. I'm like, okay, I'll try. Just say I tried. And now I'm like super impressed. So here is the final bowl. I didn't put them all together because obviously I have to make the rest of the rice. But I'm super happy with how it turned out. And if you're curious, my husband loved it. I did end up adding some more tofu later on in the week just to bulk it up a little bit. But overall, if I were to eat this, I will share the prices per serving because I know you all are interested in that as well. So for starters, the rice cost me $1 for 2 pounds. Most of the time it cost me $1 for 1 pound. So I was super happy to find that price. Tofu was $1.66. My onion was around 50 cents. The lime was 39 cents. Pineapple, $1.69. Tomato, 89 cents. Beans, 89 cents. And like I said, you could add corn, cilantro, anything else you wanted to this, but total, my ingredients were around $7, and per meal is between $1.35 and $1.40. So I was really, really happy with that overall. I think it's a great inexpensive lunch. Like I said earlier in the video, we go to Island Fin poke bowls sometimes, and it's usually $14 per person, and the bowl is about the same size as this. So I'm here for this $1 lunch idea. Thank you so much as always for tuning in for another video. I hope you are subscribed. If not, do so right now and turn that notification bell on so you never miss a new video by me. You'll see so many awesome budget-friendly meals again in the next year in 2023. I have so many awesome ideas, and I'll see you Saturday in another video. Bye-bye.